of the free and the home of the brave. Damn, this man already threw an interception. Can I finish the national anthem, please? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios for your 2018 NFL Week 6 game highlight commentary. And in MetLife Stadium, the Jets are already headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I was at this game, bitch. Touchdown, Jets. But Andrew Lucky Charms would waste little time looking to respond as he'd step up in the pocket and find his receiver who
split in the middle
of the Jets defense for the Colts touchdown. We go out to Tennessee. Here comes the Titans as Marcus Mariota would become the new face of the Me Too movement as the unconsensual sacks begin. In Hotlanta, Jameis Crab Legs Winston looking towards his left. He's got Cameron. I went to Harvard Brait for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers touchdown. Meanwhile, in the nation's capital, the Redskins ready to punt the ball back to DJ Moore awaiting for the Panthers. And as he's receiving the punt, I'm wondering to myself, I went to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory and I couldn't find a particular chocolate. You want to know why? Because DJ Moore took the Butterfingers as he fumbles on the play. It's recovered by the Redskins. And they'd waste little time turning the turnover into points as Alex Checkdown Smith would find Vernon Fuck You Mike Singletary Davis for the Redskins touchdown. Out to Cleveland we go where Melvin Gordon would activate his dreadlock powers and fight his way into the end zone for a Los Angeles Android Chargers touchdown. There's a criminal on the field in Miami as Brock, I graduated with a PhD in embezzlement from Enron University. Oswalder finds his man for a Dolphins touchdown. Think fast, Matt Ryan says, I pity the fool who forgets to guard Mohamed Sanu as he tightrope down the sideline, go through one defender whose controller was unplugged and go into the end zone to give the Falcons the lead. War of 1812 medic Phil Dawson lines up for the 26-yard field goal and he kicks it through the uprights and it's good. 3 points for the Cardinals. The Texans to punt the ball back to Buffalo Wild Wings, but they ate too much of the bread. Their hands are slippery. They have the Butterfingers as the Bills fumble on the play. It's recovered by the Houston Texans at the 26. The Seahawks in the Vermello zone. Rosetta Stone Galician, motherfucker. As Russell, I turned a hoe into a housewife. Wilson finds his man in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. I wish we can find a goddamn pass rusher. We need a real Gruden grinder on our team. Out to Minnesota, Kirk family member takes the snap, hands the ball to Latavius Murray. I baptize you in the name of the Father, and goes into the end zone for the Vikings touchdown to take the lead. In the home of the dreadlocks, DeAndre Hopkins has not closed his Bible from Chronicles 13 verse 7. He lets the Bills know, I can't stop, won't stop, the Lord our God has dreadlocks. Touchdown Texans. O-H-I-O, who's guarding Tyler Boyd? Nobody knows. Touchdown Bengals. Meanwhile in Jerry World, Dak fakes it to Zeke. He must have got a voicemail because he's dialing his own number. Runs it into the end zone for the Cowboys touchdown to give him a 10-0 lead. Dak attack, baby. Number one defense can suck my balls. We got Dak, we got Zeke. We go win the game, then we go into the Super Bowl. Alex Checkdown Smith takes the snap in the period colored zone, throws the ball over the middle. It's caught by Paul Richardson to extend the Redskins lead. Out to South Park we go, but it might be Cinnabar Island as Law and Order Case Keenum looking deep. He's got Emmanuel Sanders who's absolutely burning a Rams corner for the Broncos touchdown, and he tells him, you need a burn heel, pussy. Touchdown Broncos. For Baltimore Joe, the only thing elite about me is my Nike socks. Flacco would find Michael. Why does Aqib Talib only snatch my chain? Crabtree for the Ravens touchdown. 3rd and 5 for Derek Vehicle. He takes the snap, but he's got a flat. He fumbles on the play. 77 got it, but his hands are just for decoration. It's recovered by the Seahawks. Emmanuel Sanders' touchdown was overturned, so Brandon McManus would have to kick it through the uprights, and it's good. 3 points for the Broncos. And the Steelers once again don't have to ring the bell to get into the end zone. They pound their way in as James Conner would go in for the score. Kirk family member rolling to his right, but the Cardinals open their Bibles to 3rd dreadlock 3 verses 35. Dreadlocks. As the ball is intercepted by Trey Boston. Meanwhile in London, the Raiders defense is as intact as Pete Davidson and Ariana Grande's relationship as Russell Wilson would throw for yet another touchdown. And fuck your cameraman, USA in this hoe. Abraham Lincoln's shoe cleaner Adam Vinatieri would kick a field goal through the uprights to even up the score at 10-all. Back to Hotlanta we go, but the Buccaneers defense is on 12% battery as Tevin Coleman would run the ball into the end zone to give the Falcons a larger lead. The Ravens open their Bibles to Genesis Dreadlocks 4 verses 27. No fat lady should ever wear crop tops. Trust in the power of dreadlocks, you'll never be stopped. As Alex Collins goes into the end zone for the Ravens. Release the ball, white man. Damn it, DJ Moore. Give it back to the chocolate factory. Stop holding on to the Butterfingers. As he fumbles on the play, it's recovered by the Redskins. In South Park, Todd, I'm heterosexual. I like girlies. We get the handoff on 4th and inches and go into the end zone to finally get the Rams a touchdown. Back to Houston we go. Buffalo Wild Wings to punt the ball back, but Snorlax Damn it, Snorlax used block and the ball's gonna be recovered by the Texans at the 35, and they're gonna return it all the way to the 22. Back to Jerry World, Dak takes the snap, finds Coleslaw Beasley over the middle, who goes into the end zone for the Dallas touchdown to give them a 17-0 lead. What did I tell you? We got Dak, we got Zeke, now we got Cole Beasley, Conor McGregor, we them boys, we going to the Super Bowl. The Atlanta Bloods in the Swoop zone as Matt Ryan takes a snap, play action fake, finds Austin Hooper on the left, avoids one Bucs defender, goes into the end zone to extend the Falcons lead. Meanwhile in Cleveland, Phillip Nile Rivers takes the snap, looking to go deep to Tyrell Williams, ready to rub his nutsack all over three defenders of the Cleveland Browns for the Chargers touchdown. Just look at the replay, he told all three of them to hold my nuggets. Suck my dick! Wrestled the ball away from two defenders for the Chargers touchdown. John Wilkes Booth associate Adam Vinatieri lines up for the 31-yard field goal. He kicks it through the uprights and it's good. What do you know of good kicks, Zane Gonzalez? Your foot is only for decoration. Put your motherfucking head back down. Marcus Mariota takes the snap. Wait a minute, when did the Giants offensive line up in Tennessee uniforms? As Marcus Mariota is going to be sacked once again at the 25. Eli Manning is getting PTSD at home. Kirk family member looking to go down the field, but Scizor used false swipe. The ball scooped up and recovered by the Cardinals, and they're going to return it into the end zone for the fumble recovery touchdown. Back in the nation's capital, don't touch the ball, white man. Cam Newton looking towards the end zone. He's got Devin Women can't tell me how to run my routes punches for the Panthers touchdown as he tells one Redskins defender, hold my nuggets, suck my dick. Sam, I look like a Lego police officer. Darnold takes the snap. He'd find Terrell Pryor Sr. over the middle for the Jets touchdown to regain the lead. In OHIO, can anybody guard Juju? Hell no, as Juju Smith-Schuster would rub his nutsack on the Bengals defense as he'd whisper in his ear, hold my nuggets, suck my dick. Touchdown Steelers, but it would get overturned, but the Pittsburgh Steelers would go into the end zone anyway, as James Conner would score his second touchdown on the day. The refs participating in the Stevie Wonder Challenge, they missed the obvious false start, but regardless, Terrell Williams still rubbing his nutsack on the Cleveland defense. Touchdown Chargers. Back to Jerry World, Dak takes the snap and he's got more time in the pocket than a hand in the wintertime, as he'd find Coleslaw Beasley once again, and it appears the necrophilia is starting out in Dallas. Yeah, baby! Yeah! Law and Order Case Keenum takes the snap, but the Rams activate Hitmontop. Use rapid spin. As LaMarcus Joyner would spin twice into a Los Angeles Rams sack. Jameis Winston takes the snap as the Buccaneers are in the swoop zone, and he'd find O.J. Howard over the middle for the Buccaneers touchdown. I guess what they say about Atlanta is true, because there surely is a lot of scoring with tight end. One quick look at what's happening to those Tennessee Titans. OHIO! Did anybody guard Tyler Boyd? Hell no, as he'd score his second touchdown on the day. Titanic survivor Matt Bryant lines up for a 45-yard field goal, and he kicks it through the uprights, and it's good. 3 points for the Falcons. To kick off the second half, Deshaun Watson takes the snap, but watch out! The ball's intercepted by the Buffalo Bills at the 30. Here comes Derek Vehicle, but oh no, he's got another flat as he's gonna be sacked back at the 17-yard line. Very next play, why doesn't he put air in his tires? He's sacked again, and the ball's recovered by the Seahawks down at the 10. What happened to the Gruden Grinders, John? Where are the Gruden Grinders? Down in Miami, Trey Burton would get the ball on the shovel pass and turns into R. Kelly. I believe I can fly. Touchdown Bears, and they evened the score at 7. Oh no, the Colts defender slipped on a banana. Christopher Herndon runs wide open into the end zone to give the Jets a 30-13 lead. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Earlier, Melvin Gordon released his left testicle on the Browns defense. This time, he'd activate his dreadlock powers, going to the end zone for his second touchdown. His right testicle is now exposed. Mitch Trubisky takes the snap, looking towards his left. He's got Allen Robinson in the end zone for the Bears touchdown to take the lead. The Buccaneers once again in the swoop zone. Jameis Winston takes the snap, looking over the middle for the touchdown. It's intercepted by the Falcons. Vikings choose to give the Cardinals an education lesson, because get connected for free with the White People Connection. Get connected for free. Kirk family member Adam Thielen TD. Touchdown Vikings. Andrew Lucky Charms takes the snap, looking towards the end zone. He says, fuck the Jets, I like to travel by horse. Touchdown Colts. Alex Collins would activate his dreadlock powers once again, and it appears the necrophilia is beginning out in Tennessee, because the Titans may be dead, but they're still getting fucked. Bum-ass Balake Bortles takes the snap and he's got a man. He's got D.D. Westbrook at the 10-yard line who'd go into the end zone for the Jaguars touchdown. But did this help them come back and win? Absolutely not! Back in Miami, Tariq Cohen gets the handoff and he's running through the Dolphins defense the same way the football team runs through a head cheerleader. Touchdown Bears! Back in Minnesota, Kirk family member is headed to the cookout as he runs it into the end zone for the Vikings touchdown. And look at the celebration. Swinging my balls. Yeah, watch him swinging my balls. Todd, I'm heterosexual, I like girlies would continue to add points for his fantasy owners as he goes into the end zone for his second touchdown on the day. OHIO! James Conner's part of the Akatsuki? I didn't know!
Almighty push.
Sends two Bengals defenders to the Shadow Realm and he's tackled at the 42. Get your bitch ass off of me! You too, pussy! And for the third time today, Melvin Gordon would activate his dreadlock powers. His left testicle was exposed. His right testicle was exposed. His entire testicle is rubbing his nutsack along the Browns defense. The Denver Broncos desperately trying to get back into the game. Law and Order Case Keenum looking over the middle of the field. Yahoo! Intercepted by the Rams inside the 10. Bum-ass Balake Bortles looking down the field on the left. The ball's gonna be... The pass is intercepted by Jeff Heath at the 46. He makes a move towards the 45 to the 40 to 30. He's finally gonna be tackled inside the 10. Blake Bortles is who we thought he was.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Jared, I look like Ryan Gosling, and remember the Titans golf would take the snap looking towards his right, but
I got it.
the pass is intercepted by the Denver Broncos, and they'd waste little time turning the turnover into points as Law and Order Case Keenum would find Emmanuel Sanders over the middle to finally score his long-awaited touchdown on the day. Marcus Mariota takes the snap, but the necrophilia's on offense too because the offensive line may be dead. Marcus Mariota is somehow still getting fucked. Somehow Eli Manning was sacked on this play. Bum-ass Balake Bortles finds Keelan Cole over the middle, but he's got the common cold because he's coughing up the ball. He fumbles, it's recovered by the Cowboys. Yeah, they call us the Big D because we got defense. DeMarcus Lawrence, Jeff Heath, Conor McGregor, we them boys, we go into the Super Bowl. We remain in Texas, but it appears Team Rocket has infiltrated Houston. A coughing appeared in the form of Deshaun Watson's pocket presence. We remain in Texas to kick off the fourth quarter, and the necrophilia continues because the Jacksonville Jaguars may be dead, but they're still getting fucked. Touchdown Cowboys. What did I tell you? Dak attack. Zeke is back. We them boys. We go into the Super Bowl. Hey Jalen, why couldn't you guys beat them boys? Hey Jalen, why the boys beat you down? Jalen, is it true that last year was a fluke?
Oh no.
Jalen, remember when you guys said you was gonna go to the Super Bowl and win that bitch?
Oh no.
Oh, you don't remember because we got beat you so bad you guys got CTE. I'll tell you who really going to the Super Bowl. Them boys, because we got Dak, we got Zeke, we gonna win the Super Bowl. The necrophilia would continue overseas in Wembley Stadium because although the Raiders may be dead, they're still getting fucked and they found a locket on the dead body. Don't book your flight just yet, the horses are coming because Andrew Lucky Charms brings the Jets within one possession. And just look at this blatant disrespect of the dreadlock powers out in Houston as this turncoat Jadeveon Clowney turns against his religion and pulls the dreadlocks of Chris Ivory. Have you not read your Bible? Did you not look at the commandments? Thou shalt not pull another man's dreadlocks. This is punishable by death. You're lucky the Lord has granted you a pass and you'll only be suspended of your dreadlock powers for one play. You're lucky the Lord has not diagnosed you with the disease of balding to where you're gonna have to become a sponsor of Barnsley. Never pull on this man's dreadlocks. You shall not use your dreadlock powers for the rest of this drive, you asshole. With the injury to Josh Allen, Nate, I throw interceptions. Peterman would enter the game but connect for a touchdown as the Bills would take the lead. Watch out, here comes the Browns. Baker Mayfield looking to his right. He's got Njoku for the Browns touchdown, but wait, there's more. They'd go for two. Baker Mayfield would connect with his man over the middle, but did this actually help them come back and win? Absolutely not. The Buccaneers in the swoop zone, play action fake for Jameis Crablegs Winston. He's got Chris Godwin in the end zone, and the Buccaneers cut their deficit to 2. They'd go for the 2-point conversion, but much like Jameis Winston's off-the-field track record, the ball would land no good. The Rams would line up for a 47-yard field goal, but Aerodactyl used Gus. Oh no, the ball sails to the right, no good, looking a whole lot like Zane Gonzalez's kick. What you watching the game for, dummy? Keep your motherfucking head down. Brock, I graduated with a PhD in embezzlement from Enron University. Oswaldo would connect with Albert Wilson, who would cut up the Bears defense like Nicole Brown Simpson and go into the end zone for the score. They would go for 2 and they would convert. As Brock, I graduated with a PhD in embezzlement from Enron University, evens up the score. In the nation's capital, Cam Newton takes the snap and says, I'm number 1. I like 1. Let me throw it to 2 ones as he connects with Torrey Smith for the score, and he says on the 2-point conversion, he'd find Torrey Smith once again and tell the Redskins, 2 for your mistakes. Ooh, David Johnson got in the end zone for the Cardinals, but did this actually help them come back and win? Absolutely not! Matt Ryan takes the snap. He says, I won't be blowing any leads today, as he finds Tevin Coleman, who'd go into the end zone to extend the Falcons' lead. The necrophilia continues on the Tennessee offensive line because they may be dead. Marcus Mariota's still getting fucked. He's sacked again. Wow, so bizarre. Eli got sacked too. Jameis Crablegs Wilson takes the snap. Looking over the middle, he's got Peyton Barber, who'd go into the end zone to cut the deficit to 2. This would result in Chris Boswell connecting on his second field goal of the day to give the Steelers a 20-14 lead. You know what's not good? Daniel Carlson! I'd rather book a flight on a missile than have you as my kicker. Put your motherfucking head back down. Mitch Trubisky takes the snap. Tied game, 3 minutes left to go, and he finds a wide open man in the middle of the defense to take the lead. The Jets will line up for their 7th field goal on the day, and they kick it through the uprights, and it's good. I know a man who couldn't even make one. Daniel Carlson! I'd rather drive a car with cinder blocks as wheels than have you as my kicker. Put your motherfucking head back down. PhD in embezzlement from Enron University, Brock Oswaldo would find Albert Wilson, who'd tell one Bears defender, give me your ankles! And he's off to the races, running away from the Bears defense the same way Bobby Valentino runs away from a tranny after a night of sword fighting. Touchdown, Dolphins! Andrew Lucky Charms takes the snap, 1st and 10, 2 minutes left to go. He finds Chester Rogers, who'd go into the end zone for the Colts touchdown. But did this help them come back and win? Absolutely not. 1:30 left to go, 2nd and 10. Nate Peterman does what he does best. Intercepted by Jonathan Joseph. Can I get a McPick 6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Nate Peterman ain't shit. Touchdown, Texans! Law and Order Case Keenum takes the snap, finds Demaryius Thomas in the back of the end zone to cut the Broncos' deficit to 3. OHIO! The Bengals took the lead. We know Joe Mixon goes into the end zone, 4-yard touchdown. Paul Revere's cabin mate Matt Bryant lines up for a 57-yard field goal, and he kicks it through the uprights, and it's good. 3 points for the Falcons. Following the pick 6 with 36 seconds left on the clock on 3rd and 6, Nate Peterman does what he does best, and that's throw another pick as it's intercepted and returned to the 20-yard line. This game is over. 15 seconds left to go. Big Ben floated the ball like a butterfly, and the Bengals got stung by AB. Touchdown, Steelers. Hold my nuggets. Suck my dick. Touchdown, Steelers. They take the lead and the win. The 7th in a row against Cincinnati. Who's your daddy?
I'm tired of whooping your ass. Y'all make me tired.
7 seconds left to go. Jameis Winston runs it up the gut in an attempt to pitch it. The ball bounces off the floor. It's hit up into the air by Adam Humphries. It's thrown back by Mike Evans, but it goes out of bounds in an attempt to get the ball to Deshaun Jackson. He's enraged because Tampa Bay would have scored. He's asking himself, what happened to my hands? We enter overtime, and World War I veteran Frank Gore gets the carry, and he runs a 30-plus yard gain in order to bring the Dolphins inside the 10. The young buck Kenyon Drake gets the handoff, but he's got butterfingers. He fumbles at the 1-yard line. It's recovered by the Bears. 53-yard attempt for the win, but Lugia used Aeroblast. And the ball sails wide to the right, no good. And Brock, I have a PhD in embezzlement from Enron University. Oswaldo would connect with Kenyon Drake, who'd carry the ball inside the 40 to set up another field goal for the Dolphins win. This time from 47 yards out, they kick it through the uprights, and it's good. The Dolphins win the game. For the Bears, Bucks, Browns, Colts, Raiders, Panthers, Bills, Cardinals, Bengals, Broncos, Titans, and Jaguars. Take out your Metro cards and get aboard the L train. Why aren't you following me? Why haven't you subscribed already? You don't hear this shit? I'm hilarious.
What the hell wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
What's on?
You big dummy! Nancy! Nancy! Hold my nuggets. Suck my dick!